Hi guys, welcome. I'm Angela, I'm your beauty witch in the 6th, and I'm just actually unpacking some crystals from an event that I was at. How's everyone doing? Welcome. Sorry, I was at an event and I had all these crystals that I brought with me, and I'm just going to unpack them. If you'd like to unpack them with me, you can talk to me while I'm doing it. This one here is actually quite beautiful. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it, but it is ocean jasper, and it actually reminds me of like looking down at Earth. If you were looking at it from like the sky. Hello. Just unpacking some crystal babies that I brought, some spheres and some other fun stuff that I brought with me to an event I was just at. So I'm going to light another candle because we've burnt out. How's everyone doing? Hello. I came last time and you didn't do me. I'm sorry. You know what? If the universe didn't want me to see it, you weren't meant to have the question answered, but I'm sending you lots of love and light that you do get some solace in your heart. Hi. Yeah, I don't skip anybody. I forget what this one is called, actually, this crystal here. Oh my God. It starts with, I think, an S, like, I'm drawing a blank, but anyways, how are you guys? Hello. Welcome. I'm unpacking some crystals from an event I was just at. So excited for the 17th. Me too. I'm so excited. Some lovely rose quartz. I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on what that crystal is. Okay, what do I have here? Can I give you a shout out, please? Sure, Brian Photography Studio. Brian, yeah, Photography Studio, there you go. What crystal is best for helping anxiety and manifestation, please? Okay, so manifestation, I would do some green aventurine. And for the amethyst is always good for helping with anxiety, calming you down, regulating your nerves. Got some smoky quartz here. Just unpacking some of my crystals that I brought to an event. Smoky quartz is good for protection and that kind of fun stuff. Hello, I'm good, Betsy. Thank you for asking. Good crystal for fertility. I would always say some carnelian, which is good for your sacral chakra. Any kind of red stone, some red jasper would be good. Okay, stuff like this would be very good for that. Rose quartz to help heal your heart if it's a little bit of heartache that's causing it. Okay, and of course, green aventurine is good for anything that you're trying to manifest. Here's some pyrite, which is for luck and money. It's fool's gold. Hi there, I'm new here. How does this work? Can I ask questions? So I'm not doing readings right now, but what I am doing is you can ask me any questions about what I do, spirituality and that kind of fun stuff. Some orange calcite here, guys. I'm just trying to find places for all these babies right now because, oops, making a mess. I have so many crystals everywhere that I don't have. I love your eyes. Thank you for saying so. I'm not doing yes or no questions right now. I just got a druzy agate. I love it. I actually had a druzy ring and I lost it. But I do love my druzies. Can you ask the sticks if I have COVID, by the way? I'm Avery from Canada. I'm not doing readings right now, guys. I'm so sorry. It's just a raw chat. Your rods were right. I'm having a boy. Yay! Thank you for sharing. Good evening from Niagara. I'm located just outside of Toronto. I'm in Whitby, Ontario. I'm new here. Hey again, have you studied human design or gene key? If so, what's your favorite? So I haven't really, although somebody kind of gave me like a little bit of a reading, and I think I'm if this is even what you're talking about, a master generator or something like that. It was a long time ago. I know it's getting busy kind of on social media right now, but I don't know enough about it. I haven't studied it. I keep thinking I have to because people keep asking me about it, but not yet. That's one certificate I haven't collected yet. Some Amazonite. No. starts with an A. I don't know what, guys, I'm drawing a blank tonight. I don't know what the deal is. But yeah, my brain is like foggy. It starts with an A. Maybe it is Amethyst. This is Labradorite. Look at how big this baby is. There's all kinds of like rainbows and fun stuff in it. I love it. Love it. Love it. This is my big mama. Big mama. Can you touch on some of the biggest blocks for infertility? A lot of times it's trauma in the womb, to be honest with you. Instability, shame, but trauma to the wound. A lot of times like PCOS and stuff like that is also leads to telling me about past trauma in the womb. But I would, my favorite are spheres, yeah. And I like my jerseys too. Can you talk about spells and the benefits? So there's 100 different types of spells that you can do. I do have a Witchcraft 101 workshop that kind of touches on it a little bit. It's just the beginnings. But, at the end of the day, spells are all about intention. And when you're saying words, you're casting spells. So what you think about, what you say is all casting spells. And that's why I always say be careful what you say because you're going to get it. Good or bad, it's going to happen. But... yeah, this is a little amethyst sphere. It's beautiful. I do like spheres, as you can tell. I apologize. I'm a whole heap behind, guys. I'm not doing rod questions right now. You're so pretty. Thank you for saying so. Is listening to your intuition the same as hearing spirit? So intuition is different. Listening to spirit would be... Oh, thank you, Queen Anne. Listening to spirit would be more like... messages coming to you, whereas your intuition is more of a gut feeling. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, as my messages are coming in. How do you sign up to watch the readings you're doing of the 10 people? Okay, so it is, there's a link in my bio, but I think you're in Canada. So if you're in Canada, reach out to me on Instagram and I'll shoot you over the link. So it's $11 just to be there. You can actually put your questions in. We'll be allowing those questions to come through. But you will just be there watching, and it'll kind of be like watching a reality TV show, I guess you could say. My clear baby, it has like even a little baby. I got this when I was pregnant with my son, and I didn't even know I was pregnant with my son. And see the little baby one? There's a baby crystal in here, just growing in there. Can you see it? Crystal in a crystal. Is listening. Oh, we did that already. Why isn't it jumping? Can you tell me some protection spells and stones, please? If you want protection with stones, I would say your hematites. Do I have any hematite here? I don't even think I have. My hematite's upstairs from when I was doing yoga this morning. This is copper. Not that it has anything to do with what you're asking me, but I would say your smoky quartz. I would say shungite is really good for protection. Okay. Any kind of black stone, your onyx, your Apache tear, all that kind of stuff. Thank you for the kind words, guys. Why does manifesting take so long? Because you think it's going to take long. It doesn't take me long. I literally can put my hands up like this, and within hours, if I need it, it's there. It's just a matter of how long you think it's going to take. It doesn't always take that long. With Meet Your Spirit Guides, you get to meet with your council? No, that would be Life Between Lives session that you would meet your council. Meet Your Spirit Guides, you would probably just meet one or two of your spirit guides and even possibly a past loved one if they have come over, if they're here to help as well on this side. What is your thoughts of snake infestation in a house? Okay, so sorry, I'm just opening up my brain out there to allow that in. So I'm just going to channel a little bit here, guys. Sorry. So when it comes to having the snakes, so what are snakes? Snakes are slithery, they're slimy, they're kind of cold to the touch. They can kind of fit through anything though. They're kind of like, they're sneaky and they can get in and they can get out and they are very quiet, right? So I would say that there is probably somebody in your life right now who is being a little bit like that, taking on those characteristics. And the fact that it is infesting into your house where you feel safe, where you feel nurtured, where you should be protected, means that it's somebody who you've allowed into your inner circle who is being sneaky, slimy, too quiet. You know, when your kid is being too quiet and you're like, what are you doing? And they're like, I don't know, drinking dish soap. Like, they do the silliest of things, but that's kind of like what's going on. Somebody's doing something that is sneaky behind your back, and this is just Spirit's message of trying to tell you that it's there. I'm just going to ring a bell in case it's something that is super negative, just to break up any negative energy, okay? What do you usually tell somebody that has reservations about using a medium? I always say follow your intuition. At the end of the day, if you are looking to talk to a medium or you have questions about that, I always say follow your gut. If something in your tummy feels good and exciting, kind of like butterflies or that roller coaster feeling, and it's up here and it's a good feeling, then that is something that you can proceed forward with. If you're feeling it and it feels kind of like gut rot and it's not a good feeling, then I would say stay away from that, right? But you have to believe. If you don't believe, it's not, I mean, I've turned many a non-believer into believers. There's stuff that I can't possibly know that I do know, or that, you know, Spirit tells me. So there's that. Outside of that, I don't know. How did you discover all your gifts? What are they? So basically, my greatest gift is not underestimating my gifts, if that makes any sense. So I always thought that I was really just double jointed. I always thought that I could, you know, I can do weird things with my body, contort. I'm hyper flexible. And I thought that about my gifts too. So if somebody says to me, you know, can you do this? Can you know, make the smoke go in a straight line when you have your stuff? Can you do that? Yeah, I can do that. Can you, you know, channel? Can you do this? Can you do that? I never ever put the limitation on myself that I couldn't do something. So I always just allow myself to be open to the possibility that I can do it. I never let myself be open to the possibility that I can't. And honest to goodness, I've been gifted with many, like too many to even list. But it started as a kid and I hid it for a very long time because out of fear of literal persecution. I got baptized for the second time when I was 10 years old. You know, some of the stuff that I experienced, people were afraid of me because I would have dreams that came true. And you know, if I ever said, imagine if it would happen. So my mom was very scared, you know, my mom's friends were very scared. It was, you know, I hid it. So sorry guys, I'm so far behind. Always see my birthday on the clock. Is that a message? Yes, I saw 313 earlier today and I called it out in my last live. What would you say to someone who's feeling less than good enough for others? I would say to do my cord cutting session. It's this Sunday at 8. That feeling of unworthiness comes from childhood. Somebody else made you feel that way, and this is just PTSD. What do you usually tell someone that has reservation? Oh, we talked about that. How do you pick a deity? So that's one thing I don't do. So I'm a very eclectic witch. I learn a lot about the different goddesses and all that kind of fun stuff, but I don't subscribe to any one religion. So I'm not Wiccan. I was actually raised Catholic. I am a witch, but I do not practice Wicca, which is a religion. I don't subscribe to any one. I believe that there is beauty and magic in every single religion out there. There is truth to every single religion out there. And I'm not someone who's I judge nothing. So I believe in beauty and all of it. You're amazing and absolutely beautiful. Thank you. I have shungite on all my devices. So you can't see, I was about to show you my phone, but I'm on it. I do have crystals on all, and I have the flower of life. But I do have shungite. Like I have so many crystals, guys, but like I can pick up handfuls of shungite. Like in all the four corners of every single room in my house is shungite. I do all kinds. Did you guys just see the orb go by? I have a gazillion, like too many crystals. Like it's almost embarrassing. Hello from Tennessee. Welcome. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for asking, for those of you who asked. Queen Bites, thanks for sharing. James, thanks for the follow. I always see 111 and 555, or yeah, I always do too. How does one connect with their past lives? I have a really good hypnosis session that I do with that. A lot of times through meditation, guys, I have ADHD. I have a really, really hard time meditating, but I'm really hypnotizable. So hypnosis has always been the magic key ingredient in me, pushing forward with my spirituality. And as a master hypnotist, as well as a master metaphysical hypnotist, which means I specialize in the spiritual realm of things, I love past life regression for that kind of stuff. Hypnosis for that. How do you not feel lonely when being alone? I love being alone. Everybody, I can go to a movie by myself. I can go for breakfast by myself. I can go for dinner by myself. I can go shopping by myself. I can do all these things. Somewhere along the lines, I just became okay with myself. And the sooner you can do that is the better. Absolutely love that. That's exactly how I feel. What session would you book to meet your counsel? That would be Life Between Lives. That I would do it as a one-on-one session so that I can spiritually guide you. Thank you. So I can guide you through. A lot of my group sessions are extremely powerful, but that one is one that I want to get really specific. I want to guide you through. I want you to take you to your Akashic records, and I want to hear what you're saying out loud so that I can take you even deeper. So I know where you are. I can kind of guide you through as a guide. I love how open and honest you are. Thank you. Have you ever had lost family or friends that did not buy into your gift or was scared of it? I've had tons of people who were scared of it. Due to COVID, I actually came out of the spiritual broom closet, I like to say, on March 18th of 2020. And when I first posted my very first tarot spread, I was so afraid. It took me hours to do it. My husband's like, just do it. What's the worst going to happen? You're just going to take it down. And I was so worried that, the 500 people that I had as followers on Instagram were going to look down on me, or that they would stop coming to my spa because, I was outing myself. But what it ended up happening was people were just more intrigued, and everyone's like, Ange, we always knew, we were coming for our $8 brow wax, and you were talking to our grandparents, and you were getting all these messages, and, so they knew. I thought I was hiding it, and I wasn't. Thank you. Okay, sorry guys, I'm a bit behind. What's the name of the crystals? I have so many crystals. So many. I love you, fairy godmama. Don't know what I'd do without you. Thank you, Miss Amanda. How are you? Do you skip over some people that make you uncomfortable? No, I just read them as I see it. I know you love numbers. I keep scrolling back up trying to get to the top, and then I get so far down that I'm 40 something people behind. I know you love numbers. My birthday is 4/8/84. Does that mean anything? Well, that's a mirror image. So what I would do is Google 4884 angel number or angel message and see what it says. But ultimately that is 1212, which is 24, which is 6. So that would give you your life path. Actually, I guess it would be 1984. But funny story, my son, his name is Lyric, but he was supposed to be Lennox. So he was born weighing 8'11" at 8:11 a.m. And it turns out he was actually born on 8/11. And I didn't find that out for some days later because his birthday is actually February 6th. So 2 + 6 is 8. And he was born in 2018. So 2018 added up is 8/11. So 6 + 2 is 8. And then 2018. So he was weighing 8'11", born at 8'11", on 8'11". And it turns out that, and I didn't know this for days, 8'11" is the guardian angel of music, and we named him Lyric. His name was actually supposed to be Lennox. Even my baby shower cake, everything said Lennox on it because I was that was the name. He came out and for 2 days he didn't have a name, and then we named him that because my husband liked the name, and I was just yeah, London and Lyric, that goes. We'll pick it. You saw the orbs? I'm glad. I do private readings, and the link for that is in my bio. If you're in Canada, please reach out on Instagram. Make sure it's me with 14,000 followers so you're not getting one of the imposters. Any tips for a first-time mom and nipping the anxiety and negative thoughts? Honestly, I would just meditate every day on how the pregnancy is going to go. And actually, I don't know if I'll be able to pull this up or not. Oh, my phone's over here. My other phone. My old phone. I have music playing on it right now. But somebody sent me, I don't know if it's going to allow me to pull it up. And I'm going to tell you what this girl said. She said, I would just like to take time out of my day to say thank you. One of your lives popped up on my... okay, that's not the one. That's another person saying good things, but that's not the one I wanted to share. Here. Okay. Hello, I just wanted to say thank you. Back in May, I was 1 month pregnant and I signed up for a group session with you. Rods, 10 yes or no questions. I asked you if after 4 miscarriages, this baby would stay. You gave me more than a yes or no answer. You were excited to tell me yes. You told me everything would be perfect and that the delivery would be easy. On January 10th, I gave birth to a beautiful, healthy baby girl. A beautiful, easy delivery. You cured a lot of my anxiety during my pregnancy and helped me enjoy it. Thank you. Okay, so, you know, it's all about mindset. What I would recommend is starting to fantasize about the pregnancy and the fertility and, you know, just that your entire body is so fertile and just knows exactly what to do, that the delivery and everything is easy and everything flows and everything goes exactly as it should, and it will. There's no such thing as too many crystals. I agree. Okay, so I'm super behind again. Always just keep asking the questions, guys, if I haven't answered it. If I've answered it, obviously, please stop. But I don't have a Spotify playlist, but I should. Can you say anything general about dementia? So dementia is, you know, a cloudy brain, okay? Not remembering. But why don't they want to remember? What don't they want to remember? Is it something that they did that they're not proud of? Is it something that happened to them and they no longer, you know what I mean? Like, so there's 2 schools of thought. So there's one school of thought that it's something that they don't want to remember. So they were like literally blocking it out. The other school is that they're back in another life. So I had this one girl, and it actually came to me with a waxing client. So I'm sitting there waxing, and her mom has Alzheimer's and dementia. And she's all like, you know, I don't understand. Like, I had to put my mom in a home because, you know, she was leaving the stove on and she was like putting the milk in the cupboard and then drinking sour milk and all this kind of stuff. So I had to put her in a home. And she's like, but, you know, there's people that I go there and they never have any visitors and I feel terrible. And as the months went on and, you know, every month I would see her and tint her eyebrows and wax her. And she would, you know, be telling me, and it was progressively getting worse and worse and worse. And, you know, she never remembered her anymore. And, you know, she was telling me I wasn't her daughter. And now I can see why people don't go, because she's getting angry and she's getting frustrated. And I said to her one day, it just came to me. I said, hey, why don't you ask her what her name is? So she gives her like this random name, and that she's married to this man, and he's a oh my gosh, what's it called? Like a British police officer, a constable. So she's married to a constable. Her name is like Annie, which is not her name in this life. She has 4 children, and she's like, you have never been, like, my dad's name is not, like, this is not who, you know. And I said to her, she's in a past life. She is. So she ended up going back and looking up this girl's name, the last name, and the constable. And these were people that actually had lived, not in the UK, actually in Ireland. And she was just reliving a past life. Like, the veil was so thin that she was both feet in. And that's what she was remembering. So, of course, she didn't recognize her as being his daughter. So, obviously a little long-winded there, but I hope that helps. So I always tell people that who come to me and say that their loved one has dementia, I say, you know, when they're in those moments where they don't recognize you, ask them who they are and see if they know that, and go from there. You said in the last live you were healing with weight loss, and how is that happening? So with my weight loss, I usually do the cord cutting session. Weight loss is typically bubble wrap that you use to protect yourself. So where you gain weight tells me what you're protecting yourself from. So if you're gaining in your arms or your legs or your tummy or your neck, it tells me what it is that you are working on or what you have to work on and heal. But my cord cutting session does all of that. I've seen, felt, and spoken to spirit since I was a kid. How do I practice mediumship to help others? I would recommend my session that's coming up. It's the 13th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're in Canada, reach out to me on Instagram. Make sure it's me with 14,000 followers, because there are imposters out there. And I will never ever reach out to you guys to solicit business, just so that you know, okay? So always know that if somebody's reaching out to you to try and get a reading, or it's not me. But that would be really, really good for you. It's going to be all my secrets, tips, and tricks to kind of open that up, allow you to, because sometimes it's almost common sense. And once it clicks, it's done. It clicks. Life path 8, expression number 11, soul urge number, perfect. Incredible. Life path 8, I wish I was an 8. You're probably super, successful, especially with having the master numbers in there as well, right? I've been seeing the numbers 911 everywhere for years. Any idea of what it means? So I would always Google 911 angel message. And when you're thinking about it, when you see it, what are you actually thinking about at the time? And then whatever you Google at that time, like 911 angel number, whatever message comes up, because every time you hit it, you could get a different message. That's the message you're meant to see at that time. I'm skeptic, never ever had a reading. What do you pick up for me? I'm not doing readings right now. You'll just have to trust that there are people on here who have had readings. I never try to prove myself to anybody. I don't give into any of that energy whatsoever. If you don't believe, then that's not my concern. I stay in my lane, and your opinions, I always just stay in my lane. I've seen and felt and spoken experience since I was a kid. We did that already. I'm a bunch behind, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm not doing readings right now. I apologize. I don't do past life readings. I used to do a lot of them. Now I just tell people to do past life regression hypnosis with me. You're going to get a lot more out of it because it's you who's going there. So I can tell you everything, but when you're seeing it and when you're experiencing it for yourself, it's way more powerful. You get way more out of it. MVUKE_88. There's that 88. Thank you for following. Thank you for thinking it's an interesting story. Sherry, I'm not doing readings right now. I wonder if my mom had that experience after she had her strokes and was acting differently. I would agree so. Your eyes are gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, so I was too self-conscious somebody said you have the most intense, beautiful eyes. They're doing this ice challenge for like the iciest eyes on TikTok. And I did it. I duetted it with somebody else, and I was too nervous to post it. So it's kind of funny that everyone's saying that tonight. What does arm weight symbolize? It means that you're carrying the weight of the world. You need those strong arms in order to, juggle everything. Like you're kind of that person who carries all the grocery bags at once instead of making multiple trips. You're going to take it all. You're going to take it on, your struggles, everybody else's struggles. Any suggestions on distractions, demonstrating patience and letting the universe take its course? Yep, my cord cutting session. I'm going to say that if I could give that session away for free, I would. I don't think there's a single person who wouldn't benefit. Thank you for the follows, guys. They glow. Thank you for thinking so. Always on when I need to hear you. I'm glad, just Ruby. Marcy, thank you so much. Marcy, can I make you a moderator if you're still on here? Would you allow that, my friend? If you don't mind. If you're still here, I know you probably have to go to sleep, but if you believe you're an empath, I believe everybody has psychic abilities, guys. It's just a matter of remembering, of recalling, of relearning, because it's kind of like a muscle, and it can weaken if you don't use it. As kids, we're all open. And around the ages of 9 to 12, we get this soul forgetfulness, like this soul amnesia, where we, if we can't sense it with our 5 senses, we don't believe it exists. And we're taught that, right? Like if you don't see it, you don't hear it, don't smell it, taste it, whatever. But as kids are always so open. They're always talking. Like my kids are incredible. So I inherited this from my husband. So it's amethyst. So I wear a lot of amethyst, guys. I always thought I was suffering with anxiety, but I realized, very late in life that it's actually just me living with the energies of everybody who's around me. So I'm getting so much energy that it makes me anxious and scared and sick to my stomach and all the goods. Are empaths meant to have a different purpose in this lifetime? So I would say so. I think the world is especially at this time, in desperate need of healing. And as empaths, we can pick up on what people actually need and what they're feeling, and we can help to heal them that way. So I do agree, yeah. Frank Stink, okay, let's add you too. So obviously, guys, if you're on here moderating, please don't be promoting your own goods. I've had that before in the past, and that's why you often don't see me with moderators on here. I had somebody who was a moderator, and she was actually reaching out to people to book sessions. I don't think it's good to do. That's not good karma. Thank you, Queen Anne. What are your thoughts on pets and how they relate to humans? So honestly, I do a lot of pet readings, and I had one session that I just did recently, and she actually gave me permission that I could cut it up and put it into TikToks and stuff like that, because she was so moved by it that she wants me to be able to. I don't advertise too often about pets, but she must have been on a live where I said something about it, and it's quite incredible. But I can actually communicate to pets as well, and they are receptive to me. Like if I, for this particular pet, I said, you know, if you are scared, you know, dog was looking me right in the face. I said, if you're scared, can you please put your head down? Head went completely down. And I said, okay, if you feel that the people you're with right now are safe, can you turn your head to the right? And of course, the head went to the right. This is my right. It's probably opposite for you. And, you know, so we were able, and she was just blown away by the way that, you know, the pet could listen to me, whether I said the questions in my head or not. Like you could just see the dog doing exactly what I needed to do. We got the information. The dog has made a, you know, extreme turnaround. Oh, my phone's, I keep going back to my phone. I usually keep it down here, but I have music on right now. I'm trying to see if I can, oh, I won't be able to do it because I have my phone. I'm trying to see if I can get her stuff up. Anyway, she's completely coming out of her shell. She's doing wonderful. Like she was actually petrified that this wasn't going to work out. What are the mod rules? Oh, I don't know. What are the mod rules? Obviously, if somebody is being rude, mute them, I guess. I don't know how to, I don't know. I won't do that as a mod, just protecting the good energy in here. Yes, please. That would be awesome. Can you tell me? So I'm not doing readings right now. Somebody said, are you an Aquarius? So I'm Pisces Rising, Pisces Sun, Aquarius Moon. Both my children are Aquarians. February 2nd and February 6th. And crazy thing about that, which you already know about my son, my daughter's born on February 2nd, which is Groundhog Day. So today it's going to be 2/2/2/2/2. But besides that, Groundhog Day is also Imbolc. It's the pagan female fertility god holiday. Okay. Now my son is born on February 6th, which is the Hawaiian pagan stag. So the male god, fertility god holiday. So how are my kids, both masculine and feminine, born on pagan holidays? I can't, you know, my daughter was 2 months early. My son was 2 weeks early. Both of them were emergency C-sections. So I can't even, I don't know. It was meant to be, but they're both Aquarians. My moon is Aquarius. I am Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising. Where do you get your dowsing rods? Actually, I have a link in my bio for a good set of dowsing rods. The ones I have, I've actually had since 1994, just to age me. But yeah, you said you don't reach out on Instagram, but you did me. Was it because you had a sign to? Nope, that is the imposter. I have 14,000 followers on Instagram. This person guaranteed does not have that, okay? I will never, ever, ever reach out to solicit business. This is the imposter. They're like, oh, I felt called to you. I liked your page, the energy of you, something like that. I did actually make a post on my actual site stating that that was the case and to be very, very careful, but they are insane. Hello, my love. When manifesting money, is better to specify an example. Always be as specific as you possibly can. What does it mean to carry extra weight all over the body? Well, that means you're storing a lot of stuff. That means, you know, if it's in your legs, you have, you know, some financial fear, some stability issues. Maybe your childhood wasn't as stable as it should be. If you're gaining in your tummy, you could be protecting your sexual organs or your power center, which is your solar plexus chakra. So somebody took your power away from you. If it's in your bosom, you're probably either overmothered or undermothered, and you feel like you have to be the protector. You have to protect others. If it's in your arms, once again, carrying the weight of the world. If it's in your neck and in your double chin here, then that is because you do not get the words out that you need to say. Very brief overview. It can get way more specific than that. So guys, if I don't see it, please just keep asking. I'm not answering questions right now. You're having heartburn right now. That's fear. Did I get pregnant easy? Well, you can call it easy. I got pregnant. I am the luckiest person in the universe, guys. The luckiest. Probably one of the luckiest. I got pregnant with my daughter on the pill. Okay? 99.9% effective. I got pregnant. Had so much trauma and drama with her pregnancy. Had my period my whole pregnancy. 11 ultrasounds. 11 plus ultrasounds, actually. She was 2 months early. I had so much, I had to have a blood transfusion. They thought I was hemorrhaging. They thought they were going to have to do an emergency hysterectomy. They didn't end up. They saved it if they could, but told me I could never have kids anymore. Okay. So me being spiritual was like, no, you can't take that stuff. 1, 2, 3 on the clock right now, guys. And then 9 plus 3 is 12. Okay. So anyways, all about the magics. 12 is 2, 1, 2, and then 2, 1 and 2 is 3. So anyways, my brain works like that. I'm like a dog with a squirrel. So they told me I could never have kids. And of course, I got pregnant at 38 with my son. 8 years later, after they told me I couldn't have kids. Thank you, Miss Anne. Queen Anne, I'm going to make you a moderator too, if you don't mind. Seems you're on here all the time. I love you. Crazy how I can relate to so much of what you're saying about... Yeah, it's true, right? Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. What does it mean when you have a wild rabbit around my house? So that's fertility. That's luck, fertility. What if you feel physically sick without being actually ill or pregnant? That's usually fear. Like physically, like nausea, that is fear. Do you have to write your manifesting down, or can you just say them in your head? I always recommend putting pen to paper. That is, and saying it out loud, all three. So in your head, out loud. So in your head is like within, right? Out loud is, your voice projected. You see the orb come through? Out loud is, projecting. Your sound has a vibration, right? Sound has vibration, right? It's like a ripple effect. It keeps going and going and going, okay? And then pen to paper is like a spell. It's like writing it out. Especially if you use a black pen or a pencil. Just came by to say hello, hello. What, that hit right on. Well, I'm sorry for that. How are you carrying everyone's energy? I just have done it my whole life. I actually am I'm too, guys, being honest. Anybody who's been on here before knows I'm bluntly honest. Like when people are like, nice wig, I'm like, I know these are good extensions, right? Like I don't have extensions in right now, but when I do, I'm like the first one to be like, look at, they're growing out. I got to get them done. Okay. But I'm 240 pounds and I'm 5'5". Okay. So I'm very bossy. I'm like a double H up in the top, right? So that nurturing. Okay. But my legs and my bum, I'm like a size 22 and my waist is like a size 12. Okay. So I'm very hourglass. But that's because I physically take up space for people. I've been told a gazillion times over that and I've had 6 breast reductions, guys. Okay. They just keep coming back. 1 month after my last reduction, I found out I was pregnant with my son at 38 and I was like, like, no. Anyway, so of course they grew. But yeah, so that is, that need to nurture into whatever, but I do cleanse all the time. Like I have candles going. I have another orb. I have, all kinds of like chimes everywhere. I have bells. I have, even coming in and out of this room, I have to walk through chimes just to break up that energy. And I always shower in the morning and I always shower at night, washing white light over, right? So it is something that I have to do. If I do too much, like when I do my group cord cutting session, I always have a migraine after. I always feel drunk, and the next day I always feel like I have a hangover. And that's just because when that kind of healing is taking place, there is so much energy, and I actually open myself. Right now, I'm actually closed. That's why I'm not doing readings right now. I have to, and that's why when I was looking for that one thing, I actually had to like channel that part. I had to reopen that. But when I'm holding that kind of space, it takes a crap ton out of me. And some nights you'll see if I've read all day and I get in here, it's like I'm drunk. It's like I'm slurring my words. That's when I know I've done too much. And that's when you'll see I'll be like, okay, gotta go. Like, I'm done. Tonight I still felt good, so I'm still here. But I apologize. I'm a gazillion behind, guys. Just keep asking. You're not annoying me by continuing to ask because I will miss it. So Adriana, what does 1, 2, 3? So you're always going to find different people saying different things. What it means to me is 1, 2, 3. When you're seeing that, that means you're going in a forward projection. You're on the right path. You're going the right direction, right? You're following the compass. 2, 3, 4 means you're skipping right over 1. It's like, you know, you just bounced over 1. Like you're like so eager to get there and you're just like bolting for it. Like you are just eye on the prize and you're just going. Okay, can you guys see all the orbs going on right now? So that is what it is for me anyways. You're most welcome, Kristen. I apologize, guys. Just keep getting them in. I'm so glad I came upon your live. As soon as I open TikTok, I can resonate so much to what you've said. So thank you. Today I saw 444 with 44% on my phone, then 555 with 55%, and then 1010. You are seeing signs. You're awakening. Welcome. Isn't it fun? What does it mean that my husband and I have same birthdays? I think that's incredible. I think that's awesome. And I see the master numbers are in there, which is incredible. You guys are just going to be powerhouse. I'm kind of jealous. I always see 11, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's bizarre. It's not bizarre to me. Moderator queen. Do twin flames ever get a happy ever after, or is it just to teach you a lesson? I've never seen somebody have a happy ever after. That's what their twin flame, and I hate that. I've had migraines with aura and I'm aqua. Is that ascension? Well, migraines in general in my realm, when I'm reading people, is fear of judgment. So if you have a fear of being judged, and if you find in return you are overly judgy, not on purpose, not in a negative way, but some people just can't help it. You know, your parents made you that way. They made you judgy and you just followed suit, but that is usually it. Now, it could also be that you are ignoring, you know, but I do, you know, ever since I used to get migraines, and sometimes I've been on here, guys, and you'll see one come on and it's like this, right? So it's like somebody is judging me on here, or I'm afraid if I get like negative stuff, I will get a migraine, because I know I'm being judged. Like when people try and baptize me or tell me Jesus loves me. I know Jesus loves me. Me and JC go way back. I've met the Pope, okay? Like legit met the Pope. I was leader of my youth group and went to World Youth Day in 1998. I met the Pope. What do you do when you feel it is a very bad person is around you? I get the F out of Dodge, that's for sure. Protect myself even more. What can you do to open the road to your blessings and remove blockages? I always recommend my cord cutting sessions, guys. We also unlock your third eye and your crown chakra. And as long as you're open to it, and the reason I do that is so that you can use your intuition to know when things are good and bad, especially for people who have anxiety. It's, you know, they can't tell if something is intuition or anxiety, and it kind of gets all lumped together, right? Because what you think about comes about. So if you're low vibration, you're attracting low vibration things. So when you have anxiety, it's your intuition telling you something bad is going to happen. And so you either, you know, fall prey to the anxiety attack, or you go through with it anyways and then something bad happens. So it's always just feeding that. But it's really your intuition. And if you can heal from whatever trauma it is that caused you your anxiety in the first place, because anxiety is always fear of the past repeating, and then you can kind of get over that. But yeah, sorry, that was all about blockages. Hunchback spiritual meaning is that, you know, it's unworthiness. It's not feeling worthy. It's, you know, lifelong probably imposter syndrome, you know, making yourself smaller than you actually are, like trying not to take up space. So yeah, hopefully that's all, guys. I'm way behind. I'm so sorry. That sounds, I keep seeing, yeah, 1111. Acid reflux, fear, anxiety. How can you increase your premonition dreams? I would just ask yourself before you go to bed, is just fantasize about having lucid dreams and or practice lucid dreaming to go from there, and always take notes. And probably every single one of your dreams is a premonition, but you sometimes don't think it is. So always go back. You've seen a few orbs, eh? Have you ever met someone and don't like their energy or were scared? What do? I just block myself. I always trust my intuition, always. And I'm very vocal about it. For being 200 and something pounds, guys, you would think I would have more of a double chin than what I have. But I'm very capable of saying, you know, people might call me a bitch, but I learned a long time ago, you know, to set healthy boundaries. I feel people's emotions and I notice my throat is always feeling blocked or closed. It can be normal if you are not allowing yourself to be your true authentic self. Yeah, look at individual messages and then as a whole as to what it means, okay? What does it mean when street lights turn off and on when I walk, drive by them? Happens to me all the time. Me too! Oh my God. I caught it on video. I'll have to find it. So I was driving to my parents' house, and as I was driving to my parents' house, the lights individually were going out as I was going. And so I get to my parents' house, I was like, what the heck's going on with your streets? And they're like a few blocks from my house. And I was like, what's going on with the street lights? So we all kind of walked out to the corner, my brother, my mom, me. It wasn't happening. Then I'm driving home. I pulled out my camera and videotaped it happening because I was like, this is what I'm talking about. Why doesn't this happen when anybody else is with me? Of course, when I'm by myself, but I literally videotaped it because, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. If you guys can have patience, then I might be able to find it here if I go to my phone. It was just before Christmas, so it might not be too hard to find. It'll be dark because I wonder if I favorited it. Are you guys okay if I'm doing this? I'm sorry. Do you guys care if I'm doing this right now? Will you have patience with me? I'm probably going to lose a gazillion people. Do you recognize anyone from this lifetime that you've had? Oh, hundreds. If you want more clarity into that, I know you said you Googled it and you're still confused. Hair loss, especially like alopecia and stuff like that, is judgment. And depending if it goes with PCOS, could be something as well. We will wait. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm going to find it. Favorites. I'm hoping I favorited it. This is another picture I took. So this was back in May. So during the day, we had this sundog. Okay. So this is a different day, but I just stumbled across it. Now, that night was full moon and I took a picture. And if you look here, oops, sorry. So I tried to take a picture of the moon. And if you look, because it's a live photo. Oh, wait. Why wouldn't it let me do it? Okay, but do you see how that pink is flat? There's even an orb in there. So this is the next picture I took. Okay. And then look at this picture. That's the next picture. Like in a row. Isn't that insane? My phone's really dirty, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, it was definitely after that. Okay, so I didn't put it in there. I have it. It's on this phone for sure. When I do find it, I'm going to like or heart it, so it's not so difficult to find next time. It should be easy to find because it is dark. Dark, dark, dark like night. I'm sorry, guys. I take a lot of photos because lots of magic happens in my world. Okay, so I think it was before this. I'm so sorry, guys. Is this it? No. No. I'm so sorry. I know I'm wasting everybody's time here, but I swear it is worth the wait. And you actually hear me say in the video, like, why didn't this happen? Like, we were just here. I'm sorry. Thanks for your patience, guys. I take a lot of photos, but I don't want to miss it, so I'm kind of going... I'm going to have to find it and put it as a post if I can find it, but it's not... I take too many photos. I literally have on my phone over like 60,000 photos, so I take a lot of photos. Yeah, I'm in my video. That's the problem, is I'm in my videos. And it's still taking me that long. Like, it's still taking me that long. I have 5,500 videos, just so you know. 5,500 videos. I know, like, roughly the time that it was. I know, I'm so sorry. That's why I was like, if you guys want to be patient. I video everything. I really and truly, I'm literally scrolling, guys, like, legit. And I'm looking for darkness because I know it's dark outside when this is happening because the street lights are on. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. People are getting so... Probably... Is this it? No. Holy smokes. I'm legit, like, still scrolling, guys. Oh, I saw dark. No. There's tons of stuff that I could show you that's happening here. Oh, what's this? This I screen recorded, so something ghostly must have been happening at the salon. It's loading. This was at the salon. So usually if I screen record something, then that means that something magical was happening. Oh my God. Oh, here you go. I found it. Hold on. It's loading. I gotta heart it. Okay, I hearted it. It's loading. Gotta move this light a little, I think, too. Okay, here we go. What is happening? Unable to play video. Oh my God. Because I have it on airplane mode. Okay.
Those lights. Yes.
Can you see the light down there?
What is going on? Why does this happen to me? Does anybody else see this stuff happen? Or is it just me?
Okay? Like, legit. Legit. And I'm like, does anybody else see this? Or yeah, Mercury Retrograde technical. Yeah, of course. Yes, dreams of people who have passed are visitations. Yes. That last video you showed was awesome of all the orbs. Yes. My boyfriend has 5 sisters and 1 brother, and I have 5 brothers. That's incredible. Yeah, I ended up finding it, but thanks for your patience, guys. Yeah. I'm telling you, magical, like, and that's why I record things, because honestly, I could talk about it all the time, but at least I have proof. I'm going to plug my phone in because it's going to die. Now my phone is, like, draining dead. It's like the ghosts are like, stop showing people about us. Because my phone just went into the red, like, insane. After 5 questions reading you gave me, the number started showing up. Yes, right? Can happen. What does it mean if you dream about your brother dying after he's already gone? That you miss him, that there was stuff that, that's something you still have healing to do, right? Because you're replaying it, and it's kind of like you're stuck in a Groundhog Day, right? I'd love to see all your videos. Yes, I'll have to one day do that. Do I live in the country? I live in Whitby, so it's kind of like a suburb, I guess. Why would you get signs to go towards a twin flame if it's not good for you? Your guess is as good as mine. It's karmic. They say that it's a lesson you have to learn, right? Do I work with assistants? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I mean, I get assistance from my guides. I get assistance from the universe, the divine. Is that what you mean? I'm asking myself, why can I not remember my dreams? A lot of people are having that right now. I'm going through that myself. I wake up in the morning and for like a split second I can remember them, and by the time I like even, try and do a voice memo or something, it's already gone. To help do readings? Do you mean like spirit guides, or do you mean like other readers? Oh, if I have a personal assistant. Okay, I do have a personal assistant. So her name is Amanda. You'll see her on here sometimes. She's authentically wild. And she is also intuitive. She's a tarot card reader. She's an esthetician, so she works for me at the spa as well as at home. She's also a photographer. So her and I are both jacks of like many trades. But she does all my witchy videos and stuff like that. So she does help me out a little bit with social media. She's the reason why I got on TikTok in the first place. If it was not for her a year ago, December, signing me up and posting my first video, I never would have been on here. So it's all thanks to her. A twin flame is somebody who you are like magnetically compelled to be attracted to, and it never ever seems to work out. I don't know anybody who has ever been with their twin flame successfully. I see 333, 555. It used to be only 911. Does it mean one big message, or it could be all of them? I see them like when we go back to my photos here. You will see me screenshotting all the time. So this is yesterday, 12/12, okay? 11/23, so 1/2/3, same day. 11/11, same day, okay? Oh, it's the same. What's this? Why did I do this? I would have done it for a reason. Oh, 369. Look at the bottom. 369. Okay? So, it's all about the numbers. Messages. Would you close your spa and do this completely full time? So I'm only actually at the spa 20 hours a month now due to COVID. Actually, right now, because of the restrictions, we're only allowed 10 people in the building anyway. So 5 staff, 5 clients. I used to have a staff of 21 prior to COVID, and I used to work 60 hours a week there. So now I've just reversed it. I do readings all day, and every other week I go, and most nights, and every other week I go into the spa Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday only. So, and just in the evening. Can you talk about white spells and the benefit of it? So I do all of my spells as white spells, so love and light, so for the good of all or not at all. And I was gifted with, the gift of rhyme and the gift of being able to do spells. And because I have a photographic memory, I actually did a spell for somebody last night. And it was a love spell, believe it or not, to help grow a connection. So as part of the spell, I have rose here. Here's some hematite. I have a key in here. I have some Herkimer diamonds. Okay, rose quartz is in here as well. And of course, this crystal bowl is for the heart. So we did some sound therapy, but the spell I wrote for that was, because I have it here. So of course, the Herkimer diamond is to help deepen commitment, trust and love. The hematite is to help stabilize emotions and encourage commitment. The rose quartz is to help heal the heart. attract love and friendship, and encourage emotional healing to increase affection. The white rose supports spiritual connection, because you don't want to just be love connection, you want it to be spiritual as well. We wrote their names, and that got burnt, and that was with jasmine for love and trust, and rose water, which is the highest vibration for love. And the spell that I actually wrote for it was locking our connection with a simple key, good things only, tying you to me. Harmony, safety, love, and trust, our heart's desire. It's time to bind our relationships fire. For the good of all or not at all, so mote it be. Right? So that is what I did for that spell that we did last night. They're already together. It just needed to be strengthened, so we did it together. It wasn't separate. Could my mom be my soulmate? Because we really, yes, absolutely. Soulmate doesn't have to be romantic. Just means that you've lived other lives with them, okay? I keep dreaming about that this guy I was seeing and had an angry wife. He kept saying no. I took it as a sign. Yep, your soul's telling you something. I feel like people come into my life, take something from me, and then leave me empty. Recover is long. So that's a pattern that you are attracting. And my cord cutting session will be good for that. It's Sunday at 8 o'clock if you're interested. Hopefully that's helpful. Claustrophobia stems from, having your power taken from you and not feeling in control and not feeling free, like a caged bird. Okay, so somebody that would have come probably from childhood trauma. It doesn't always have to be like, when you think trauma, it doesn't have to be like somebody robbed your house and tied you up and stuffed you in the closet. It doesn't have to be like that. How do you protect yourself from negativity, being awakened and gifted? I do white light ceremonies all the time. Every morning when I wake up, I wash away any negativity that came at me during the night, because I am an astral traveler. So I do travel around. Everybody always tells me they're dreaming about me because I'm visiting everybody. So I do that every morning and every night before I go to bed. Even, like I said, I have bells and things everywhere. I have chimes everywhere. I have, bowls. I work a lot with music or sound. Okay. So always cleansing, doing stuff. I have bells for negativity, right? So everything is always within arm reach. Of course, I have my Palo Santo, always going. Actually, I have a cool video from that yesterday. It would kind of like burn out, and I would bring it close to the thing, but to the flame to relight, but not go too near it. And it was like relighting, like even though I wasn't near it. So that was kind of cool. But I'm constantly got stuff going. Like, yeah, it's insane. The amount of protection that does go into it. Oh, that's good to know. Yes. How do you sign up for a spell? I had 2 miscarriages and need some good vibes for successful pregnancy. I would book a private. If you're within Canada, always reach out to me on Instagram. Make sure it's me. I will never reach out to you. I have 14,000 followers, so that you know it's me. But reach out to there if you're Canadian. If not, link in my bio. You just book a session and then send me an email and say it's for a spell. But other than that, I would recommend my cord cutting session. It's this Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Would be your best bet. 77 on the clock right now, guys. So figuratively and like actually. So I actually get into the shower and allow the water to wash over me as it's washing over me. And you can do it symbolically. But I just imagine that the water is washing down over me and it's washing all negativity down the drain, and the water coming down is actually white light. So you could actually just take a shower of white light and imagine it doing the same thing. So it comes down over your head, and as it's coming down, any negativity that's attached to you, that's been flung at you, that's been talked about, that kind of got into your head, gets washed down all the way down, and then 6 feet into the ground. If you're not doing it like in the shower, otherwise I just say into the drain goes into the ground goes into the lake. Like, it just recycles, and Mama Earth takes care of it for us. Bum, bum, bum. Manifesting, guys, is very easy. I have a manifesting 101 workshop. There's tons of fertility spells and stuff like that. Insomnia is usually loss of control. If you have trouble falling asleep, it's typically because you're afraid to go to sleep, because what will happen when you are asleep? What will you miss out? What will, FOMO, but also like what could possibly happen to you while you're sleeping, which is hard. So jaw and teeth means that you're not getting the words out that you need to say. So with spells, guys, if people are meant to be drawn to you, it will speed things up. Everybody has free will and you cannot change that, right? So if it's meant to be, you can speed it up, but you can't make somebody like you. I don't do that kind of magic. I love your sound therapy lives. You do, so relaxing. Yes. I haven't done one. Well, I have done it this week, but not on live. Raw chat going on. Thank you, guys. So my husband can see spirits. So he physically sees spirits standing in front of him. He's had like ridiculous amounts of things happening. My daughter used to be really, really intuitive, really could see spirits, talk to them, have conversations with them as well. But she's turning 12 next week on February 2nd. And she talks about it like, my parents say, I used to do this. It's gone as much. And I'm in it. She's living in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, spell work is part of our world. And, this is part of our world. And she's so open to it. She's always like, Mom, can we do another hypnosis session? Like, I feel like it's closing up again. And so we do. But she is struggling. She's struggling to keep it. My son, on the other hand, he's an empath. When I play my singing bowls, he knows in his body where he should feel it. So if I'm, doing the root chakra, he will hold like his groin. If I do the crown chakra, he holds his head. Like, he knows exactly where he's feeling. It's incredible to see. But yes, everybody is accepted and gifts, right? You attract to you what you vibrate. Just, if you want to dream about your late husband, I would just fantasize about him before you go to sleep and just, ask him to come to you and visit you, and he will. It's just a matter of if you will remember it or not. Interesting. It started when I had my kids. I'll add that to the list. Yes. With insomnia, I would recommend the cord cutting session. I would also recommend like lavender, chamomile tea. That's the more witchy type stuff. And of course, hot bath with Epsom salts, but wash yourself with white light and just, allow yourself to be vulnerable in order to sleep. You could probably hear my husband snoring upstairs. It scares me to see them because when I saw them, they weren't whole. Yeah, it's true. My daughter is awesome. Yeah. Okay, guys, it is getting late. What does it mean if your protection or crystals really keep breaking? So I was going to show you my phone again, which I'm on. It does happen. Sometimes it means that you need 2 of them. Sometimes it means that you don't need to wear it right now. If something goes missing, then it just means that you don't need it right now. Like, I have a druzy ring that I've been trying to find. I actually found, for those of you who were on here last week, and I was like, I can't find my ring. I actually found it. My son found it for me. So I was like, Lyric, can you help mommy find it? Because he's so gifted. And I was just having a hard time finding it. And I set the intention that I was going to find it. I actually did a return to me spell so that I could bring it back to me. And then I just asked my son, and he was like, I'm going to use my magic hands, Mom. because I have healing hands or whatever. So he's like, I'm going to use my magic hands. And he actually was like going like this and walking around. And he came running in and he's like, I found it. And I was like, did you take it? And he's like, no, Mom, I didn't take it. But he knew where it was. He found it. So yeah, I know, I'm so happy. But I still have another ring I'm missing. I actually lost it when I got pregnant with him and I haven't been able to find it since. But he is awesome. And I'm surprised I'm not wearing it. I wish I had it on. I actually don't have my other necklace on too. But yeah. I did shower before I came on tonight, so I took everything off. This doesn't come off, and this doesn't come off. But my other necklaces, because they're cloth, and the ring, because I'm afraid it's going to tarnish, comes off. But how much my spells are? $150, and then you get to do it with me. So I always book an hour for it, and it's $150, and that includes me obviously purchasing and having to purchase the stuff. dreams that aren't great, any tips? So what you're thinking about before you go to bed, or what you do right before you go to bed is always going to color your dreams. So as you're falling asleep, fantasize about the life that you want, things that you want to accomplish, things that you want to manifest, and go to sleep in the high vibration. And of course, go to sleep with gratitude too. Like, be grateful and really feel it in your heart. And I know a lot of people are probably like, how do you know if you're feeling in your heart? So I always say, go, like that deep breath. Where you feel that, I have big breaths, guys, but where you feel that in your chest is feeling it in your heart. So if something doesn't give you that feeling, don't think about it before bed, but fill yourself up with gratitude for your day. Even if there's nothing to be grateful for, like you had a really crummy day, just be like, you know what? I'm really grateful for my comfy pillow and this warm blanket and a roof over my head, and then go from there into fantasizing about how tomorrow's going to go, and do not let any negativity in, and just wind down that way. But my son is going to be 4 on February 6th. Are you thinking of writing a book? I would love to write a book. I just don't have any time to do it. I need somebody to sit behind me and write everything down. And it's actually funny. So people have been asking tonight about a personal assistant, and Amanda, she watches my son. My daughter's in school during the day, but my son isn't. So she watches him during the day, and she answers, some of my social media stuff, for people who like want to collaborate and stuff like that. But so she'll do some of my posts and, give me search for ideas of what she thinks I should post. And she always says to me, I need to do a day in the life of a witch's personal assistant. So I think she's going to do a post like that soon. I hope so. But yeah, I will hopefully one day write a book. 14th, February 6th. Come on. What are the odds of that? But yes, hopefully I will write a book soon. I should. I always say I'm going to, and I haven't yet. What does meeting your counsel and all of your spirit guides do? It allows you to know if you're on your right path, know what healing you still have to go through. It helps give you a little bit of understanding so that when you're going through stuff in your present life, that it's not for nothing. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes you can get just wisdom, like, I can't even explain it. I cannot even explain how life-changing it is. Son is turning 4 on Tuesday. Yeah, my daughter's turning 12 on Tuesday, but that's incredible. That's turning 4, right? So look at all those 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4 4s. And funny story, guys. So I turned 40 on March 13th, 2020. So right before the whole world shut down. So 40, so 4, March 13th, which is 13 is 4, and then 2020 is 4. So it's kind of funny. It's going to be a big year. Do you believe in saying the black cloud over me? No, I don't believe in that. I don't give any power to that kind of stuff, ever. Turning 30 on Monday. Incredible. Congratulations. 74. Congratulations. I love it. Is Amanda guided by you to do readings? Yes and no. She was into tarot before I came out of the spiritual broom closet. Like, we knew we were interested in it, and we have always got along. But she does say that when she's around me too much, she knows, because you can actually get gifts as I can give her my gift. So she'll come in, she'll have a sore knee, and within an hour, her knee doesn't hurt, but mine does. My gifts work the same way. So when she's around me, she becomes more intuitive, and she's like, God, I need you to be around me. But she was always really good at reading tarot cards, even before me. But magical things happen to her more so when she is sharing energy with me, or space with me, so to speak. But she does learn a lot. She hears me talk to clients all day long. Right? So that's that. Okay, so guys, thank you for sharing energy with me. I'm going to let my poor moderators come off and go to bed, as I'm sure that they are tired. And I hope everyone has a most magical night. Just know that there is a whole bunch of links. I've added a whole bunch of new stuff. You can go check that out in my bio. Of course, if you're in Canada, please reach out. Last month, I asked you if I was pregnant. You said no, but January, you weren't sure why, but you felt. I'm not sure what the rest of that is. I don't think we're going to be out of COVID. No, I think that we won't even get into that because I'm very opinionated when it comes to that kind of stuff. But thank you to all my moderators that were on here to help out, and for all of you for stopping by and sharing energy. Of course, I always like to share whatever gifts I have, and I have done some like little workshops that you can pick up, like Psychic Abilities 101. Crystals 101 is the 30th if you're into crystals or want to learn more about crystals. I have Witchcraft 101, Manifesting 101, Chakras 101, Numerology 101. So lots of fun stuff coming up. Talking with Spirit is the next one that's coming up. So if you want to, see what the deal is behind being a psychic medium, tips and tricks on how you can grow it, that would be good. That's coming up on the 13th of February. And then the 17th of February is Talking with Spirit. It's going to be a live session. Only 10 people are going to get read that night. But you can come on and be a spectator to watch how it goes and see us in action. It's me and my friend Julia, who lives in Nova Scotia. So she's, several provinces away. But we are going to do that together. So I hope everyone sleeps well, dreams lots, and gets everything that your heart desires. So wishing everybody well. Big forehead kiss. We'll see you.